I guess we have to start with, you had players last night questioning the effort and commitment of other players. When you guys watched the film today, did you see that? Did you discuss that? What's the reaction to that kind of talk?
I think overall, especially on defense, I think our effort was good. I would say there was a couple one-off plays where, maybe one or two guys would like to have it back, and but I think for the most part we were playing hard, and I think at the end of the day it comes down to doing our job and executing at a high level, and we didn't do that enough.
We've been hearing that sort of same thing. It's the run fits, it's execution. We've been hearing that for several weeks now. Is there something you guys need to do differently to fix it?
I think it's the little details. I think it's how we practice. It's the way we, treat our individual drills, how we hold each other accountable within practice and in the game, realizing that it takes all 11 of us and it's not one guy that's going to make the play. And, we got to depend on each other and trust each other. Obviously, the past few games and, this hasn't been the outcome that we've wanted, all season long, honestly. But we can't just splinter apart because of that. We gotta focus on what we can do better individually and put it together on Sunday.
Thank you.
Art Stapleton.
Hey, Micah, how's it going, man?
Good. How about you?
Good. You mentioned accountability and holding players holding each other accountable. You've played this game a long time. How difficult is that to do sometimes? I would imagine every year, every locker room is different, but how different is it in a professional locker room to hold guys accountable when you have completely different ranges of guys that are, in there together, teammates? I mean, so maybe some guys feel like they're too honest or not honest enough. Take me inside a little bit just in terms of the approach and what the challenges are when you're trying to assess, what's going wrong.
Yeah, it's the NFL. Guys, everybody's treated fair but not equally, right? There's guys with different salaries. There's, some guys can get away with more. So it's not easy, player to player, coach to player. But, that doesn't change the fact that we're all depending on each other to get the job done at the end of the day. And, like I said earlier, it starts throughout the week. It starts with guys holding each other accountable, on Wednesday during a padded practice, so the guy doesn't make the same mistake on Sunday that he made the week before. And, like I said, it starts top down, but ultimately the players are the one on the field on Sunday. And, we got to hold each other accountable to doing our jobs and to making sure, everybody's on the same page and all heading in one direction.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Rock.
Mike, I'm wondering how how intense, honest, and maybe even a little ugly was the film session today. It sounds like you guys went over a lot of stuff.
Yeah, honestly, we didn't get to watch too much of the game. Probably just pointed out main clips and main coaching points that we need to get corrected. And I think more than anything, it was kind of highlighting the fact that there was a lot of good effort. I don't think guys were playing soft or any of that out there. I think it was, there was a lot of good plays. Obviously, there's always going to be a few plays that everybody on the field is going to want back. But, it wasn't a crazy long film session. Obviously, with, it being a short week, we got to move on to Dallas. And, we're tired of saying it, but we got to flush this game, and we got to be ready to play on Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Last one, Mark Cannizzaro.
Hey, Micah, thanks for doing this. Thanks for the time. I'm just curious, when you hear a teammate or anybody say that you're playing soft as a football player, what's your reaction to that? Not you particularly, but just as a group.
Yeah, no, I would never want to hear that as a player. Like, especially for me with the position I play at linebacker, if somebody thinks I'm playing soft, that is, that's an embarrassing statement to hear. And, as a team, I hope our team would never carry that that identity of being a soft team. I don't think we are a soft team, but yeah, no, I wouldn't accept it, and I think this team has the right mindset. I think we carry ourselves to a high standard, and I think we just gotta stay focused. We can't. It'd be the easy thing would be to splinter and to start pointing fingers, but I don't think that's the group we have. I don't think that's the leadership we have within the locker room. All we can do now is stay focused. Obviously, it hasn't been what we wanted it to be, but the rest of the season is up to us to make it what we want it to be. And I think everybody's focused on that.
What was your reaction when you did hear guys like Dex and it was a handful of guys, I know neighbors mentioned it as well, use that word, because that is kind of a dirty word in football. And wasn't it all addressed today in your meetings?
Honestly, I didn't really know anybody had said anything about it till not too long ago. But I think that's just kind of frustration. Immediately after the game, I don't think those guys were talking about our team being completely soft. I think it was just overall frustration from how the game felt. It felt like we got dominated out there. It felt embarrassing, and I think that was stated collectively in the locker room after the game. So it's easy to kind of let your temper take over at points like that, and like I said before, we can't let it divide us.